Okay, there are a lot of microphones here, so I'm just going to speak right into the middle, and we'll hope for the best here. So, good evening. I am President Sue Hassler from Muskingum University, of course, and I am delighted to welcome each one of you in person to our 2021 Master of Occupational Therapy graduation celebration and hooding ceremony. It is such a pleasure to celebrate with you our very first MOT graduating class and your friends and family. I am going to ask that you keep your masks on and follow the designated seating areas. We will only be removing our masks when we're on the podium for maximum articulation so you can understand what we're saying. And we do thank you for caring for one another in that way. So please stand, if you are able, for our invocation led by our Master of Occupational Therapy Program Director, Dr. Mary Arnold.
Please pray with me. Creator God, we stand humbly before you this evening, grateful for your gifts that have made possible the opportunity to join with and celebrate this inaugural class of MOT graduates. We acknowledge your hand in the many efforts put forth by the university, faculty, families, and most importantly, these graduates. Accept our gratitude for the persistence, patience, and potential that come from you. May your loving help stay with these graduates as they leave Muskingum University with a degree and newfound confidence. Help them to realize their whole potential, plant seeds of possibility in others, and experience the bounty of the world under your watchful care. In your loving name we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. So just a few short years ago, Dr. Mark Sanford, who's sitting here on the podium with us, came to me with a carefully researched proposal to begin a unique Masters of Occupational Therapy program to serve occupational therapy assistants. And one of Dr. Sanford's gifts is the ability to find the right leader to bring the programs forward. And we were certainly fortunate to find Dr. Mary Arnold to do just that. And we have been equally fortunate to find two additional amazing faculty members to work on this program and bring it to life, Dr. Kim Lawler, Dr. Rebecca Finney, along with a number of excellent adjunct faculty members who are ably supported in recruitment by Ms. Jennifer Baird. And I am so grateful that you are all here at Muskingum and that you are serving our MOT students so faithfully and well. And I'm going to ask that all the Muskingum faculty and staff who are here this evening, I would ask you to rise to be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. This evening, of course, belongs to you, our MOT graduates in our inaugural MOT class. You are leaders and pioneers in every sense of the word. You not only enrolled in a newly established program, but you also completed the bulk of your degree program during the midst of a pandemic. But you did not let challenges define you. In fact, you turned challenges into opportunities to impact the university and your own communities. You will always be a part of Muskingum, now in your new role as Muskingum graduate alumni. You have certainly earned tonight's celebration through your determination and your excellent work. Would you rise, please, so that we can recognize you? Congratulations. seated. And of course, we know that the students would not have succeeded in this endeavors without the support of their families and friends. Congratulations to each one of you, family members and friends. And thank you so much for supporting and encouraging your loved ones as they earn their MOT degrees. We share your tremendous pride in them, and we'd like to take a moment to recognize you as well, and I will let you remain seated for that. But we would like to give everyone here who's celebrating with us tonight a round of applause as well. So I am delighted now to introduce Dr. Kim Lawler. Dr. Lawler, who joined Muskingum in 2019, is an associate professor of occupational therapy and our academic fieldwork coordinator. She has been an occupational therapist for more than 25 years and is passionate about the impact that occupational therapy has on clients' lives, as well as the impact that innovative, learner-centered education can have on the academic success of intergenerational students. She focuses her research on this area as well as on occupation-based intervention. She is an active leader among her professional peers, serving recently as the Vice President of the Ohio Occupational Therapy Association, and it is my pleasure to welcome Dr. Lawler to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Hassler. It is my honor to share some brief reflections. They will be brief, I promise. The students will appreciate that. About this incredible group of graduates who make up the MOT class of 2021. In fall 2019, Dr. Arnold and I were excited and admittedly a little nervous about officially starting the Muskingum University Master of Occupational Therapy program. Our passion and purpose were strong. All approvals were in place finally, and we had our courses ready. We were joined by innovative and dedicated adjunct faculty who welcomed the inaugural MOT cohort, the class of 2021. We emphasized the model of human occupation and adult learning theory principles in the framework of all of the courses, focusing on occupations, those things that are important everyday activities for all of us, as well as MOT students. They also serve as a foundation as the occupational therapy evaluation and treatment. We recognized that MOT students needed to have learning opportunities that were relevant to them and their lives, that engaged them and kept them active in their learning, that built on and respected their experience as occupational therapy assistants. We also wanted to be problem-centered and application-oriented so that it was applicable and they could do it, not just learn it. We relied on the saying a lot, if you build it, they will come. And we were hoping that the class of 2021 would embrace our approaches. And on September 30th, I don't know if you guys remember that day or not, 2019, the first day of class for this cohort, we were not disappointed. Okay, I'm not sure they fully embraced building their first concept map of the history of occupational therapy in our foundations course, or searching for and using learning to rely on APA formatting for the evidence that supported their discussions and ideas, or figuring out what Flipgrid was, or how to record that first video discussion. But their authentic passion for occupational therapy and excitement for joining with the faculty to learn together came through loud and clear. And that's how the MOT faculty and our students started our journey. When I was asked to share reflections about the inaugural cohort in the MOT program, I knew that it wasn't something that I could adequately summarize for their key learning experiences, the character, and the feelings of the class of 2021 alone. Throughout the MOT program, Dr. Arnold and I truly shared the journey with this class. We designed, planned, and implemented, and the class of 2021 jumped into the learning, asked questions, some asked more than others, and gave feedback, positive and constructive occasionally, and worked with us to navigate each semester. Here are the collective reflections from the students and faculty members on the MOT class of 2021. These students were dedicated to their education and determined to learn, to be successful and to achieve their common goal of becoming occupational therapists. They were collegial, quickly forming connections, and as one student explained, they were bonded by occupational therapy. Although the MOT program was challenging for all, sometimes that weekly to-do list seemed insurmountable, and an occasional tendency to be worrywarts, as one student described. This cohort was supportive of one another, encouraging those that needed it, motivating each other to move forward and to stick with it. A few students described this group as being altruistic, often concerned about their peers' well-being and learning more than their own, while another expressed that they were excited for their classmates' successes as much as their own. This characteristic is unique in graduate education, and it is something that you should be proud of, truly proud of. Joseph Kennedy, John F. Kennedy's father, and Newt Rockne, Notre Dame football coach, were credited with the English proverb, "When the going gets tough, the tough get going." The MOT class of 2021 exemplified this proverb. Students and faculty used words such as resilient, persistent, and tenacious, that was her word, to describe this cohort's way of tackling the demands of the program amid their personal and work responsibilities, which were many. These students were adaptable, as Dr. Hassler referred to, but also not in the global pandemic sense, but just in the everyday things like little minor changes in assignments or schedules or groups. The times where technology just didn't cooperate with us, and the instructors create creative learning experiences. Truly, they really were all well-intended, although we recognize we needed to work on a few. They also had to navigate the bigger changes that COVID-19 brought upon us. When the distance learning component of our program was elevated to a whole new level, when even the weekend labs were transitioned to online, and we had students who sat in garages with totes to demonstrate how to do interventions, and I mean, just embraced every step of the challenge as a group. Through it all, they remained passionate about occupational therapy and enthusiastic for learning, with a specific focus that came, I think, from the pandemic on health and well-being of themselves and of others, really focusing on current and future clients, as well as groups and society as a whole. The growth, both personal and professional, of the class of 2021 has been inspiring to be a part of, watching their progressive accomplishments individually and collectively. It was a pleasure to witness the light bulb moments, and there were so many throughout these 2 years, and to see their successes in the classroom and especially in level 2 field work. Early in the first semester, this cohort adopted each other into their MOT family, including Dr. Arnold and I, along with adjunct faculty members. I frequently heard, "Hi, MOT family," in their Flipgrid videos. Although the term was used routinely, the meaning runs deep and will forever be something that reminds me of the MOT class of 2021. They are a family. As an MOT family, they are made up of individuals who are forward thinkers and leaders who have great ideas to advance our profession of occupational therapy. The inaugural MOT cohort were trailblazers in Muskingum University program as they created a path for other students and classes for which we had our third cohort on campus today, and they got to know that this was coming up, very motivational, and some of them spoke to them and were very well received. We appreciate that. We have seen this in the classroom, and we know that they will continue to be trailblazers in their careers and difference makers for their clients, their interprofessional teams, and their communities. A couple of students captured the final reflections well, one sharing that they are humbled to say that they earned a Master's of Occupational Therapy degree, and another stating that the Muskingum University MOT class of 2021 will make truly amazing future occupational therapists. I couldn't agree more and feel privileged to have been a part of their MOT family. In fact, we found out Thursday that 3 graduates have already achieved this goal, passing their MBCOT exam to officially become registered occupational therapists. And we know and are confident that 22 more graduates will achieve this same mark in the coming months. I offer my sincere congratulations to each of you and cannot wait to see the differences you make in our profession and in the lives of your clients, both individuals and groups. As we end our time, I'm sorry, I was going to do this, but Dr. Hassler already did this, but I applaud you and I thank you for sharing your family with us and letting them be with us and their MOT family. I know it took a lot of time, and I know you were in their videos sometimes. And you always had a smile on your face, whether you really wanted to be there or not, but just those little things that made such a difference to this group and their learning. I have the pleasure now of introducing Dr. Becky Finney, Assistant Professor in the MOT program. She joined Muskingum as an adjunct faculty member in spring 2020 and transitioned to full-time faculty in fall 2021. Dr. Finney has been an occupational therapist for 21 years, specializing in geriatrics and long-term care. She was awarded the Roster of Fellows Award from the American Occupational Therapy Association in 2021 for her dedication to professional service, which included 9 years on the OT section of the Ohio OT-PT-AT Board. She is currently in her 2nd term as president of the Ohio Occupational Therapy Association. And now, what you have all been waiting for, it is time for the hooding ceremony, which will be led by Dr. Finney. Thank you.
Good evening. The MOT class of 2021 began in September of 2019. And during just their 2nd term, the world became consumed by a pandemic that continues even today. The precautions of that pandemic required that graduate commencement be conducted virtually, which for our MOT graduates occurred on May 6th, 2021. Our celebration today, therefore, is not a commencement. Because of successful completion of your summer courses, your graduation already is official. So congratulations. This evening, we are providing a hooding ceremony as a special recognition of the completion of your Master of Occupational Therapy degree. Academic regalia differs depending on the degree, program, and institution of the graduate. The gowns for bachelor and master regalia differ only in the shape of the bottom of the sleeve. Bachelor sleeves are bell-shaped, while those for your master's degree have a long, somewhat odd-shaped tail at the end. A greater distinction between the regalia for the degrees is the addition of a hood following completion of the graduate degree. The master's hood is a modern interpretation of the hooded robes worn by medieval monks who taught in the early universities. Hoods in these early years were functional for warmth, which we definitely don't need today. Modern regalia is ceremonial. The master's hood is 3.5 feet long and features a 3-inch velvet trim that indicates the graduate's academic discipline. The inside of the hood, displayed on the graduate's back, shows the colors of the school from which the student graduated. It is traditional for the chair of the department to apply your hood as a ceremonial welcoming to the ranks of the graduated. And for you this evening, as the graduate of the MOT program, are first. I invite the platform party to take their places for the hooding ceremony and the distribution of diplomas. Ready? Christina Marie Andreyko. Nicole Louise Anschutz. Bobi Joe Bonar. Jennifer Lynn Campbell. Emily Ann Clift. Mary Ann Davis. Abigail Luree Dudley. Aubrey Lee Hoyt. Jennifer Nicole Lee. Katy Marie Marconett. Amanda Lee Miller. Shannon Danielle Mitchell. Jessica Renee Perkins. Holly Ann Repus. Alysa Hope Rice. Jamie Ellen Rieger. Sarah Louise Scott. Megan Elizabeth Short. Michael Bryan Tighe. Krista Lynn Wells. Justin Harold White.
So I'm going to ask you all to rise now and join our graduates. As we near the end of this celebration, it's my pleasure to thank you for coming and participating with us here this evening, and to wish our MOT grads the very best as you continue on your professional journey. So this is the charge from the President. May you continue to share your passion for occupational therapy as you apply your excellent skills, your caring, and your compassion to improve the lives of each of your clients and their families. May you continue to demonstrate your leadership in your profession, among your peers, and in your larger community. May you turn your dreams into reality, and may you make the world you live in an even better place. Congratulations and many blessings, Masters of Occupational Therapy, Class of 2021.
I'm not sure there's anyone more proud than I am right now. At the end of this service, which is very soon, we are going to recess, and then I'm going to ask those of you attending to give us just a few minutes. We're going to try to get a photo of the class on the steps. So we need others to not be on the steps for that to happen. So give us just a brief moment. And then you are welcome to visit with each other outside. There are tables in the tent on the quad where people can sit and visit a bit and relish in this wonderful accomplishment. So now, go forth from this place, joined together by Spirit, recognized by accomplishments, and open to a world of possibility. Go in peace.